I have a really simple form that I use when I'm talking to clients about this, and it's based on the idea of, in user experience design, they have something that they refer to as like a customer journey map, where they will follow kind of a customer through a whole process. And it might be the process of buying a train ticket, or it might be the process of filling out a form on a website or something like that, but they want to kind of look at it, and they'll look at things like what's the emotional experience for that person as they move through these different steps, and what are their needs, and how do their needs change as they move through these different steps. And so one of the maps that I have started to use is a really simple one, which just looks at the question of what kinds of resources and experience do people need to have to prepare? What kinds of experiences do they need to have during the actual learning piece? What kinds of experiences do they need to have around practice? Because I think that's an often neglected area in skill development, is building enough practice into either the learning experience or when they're back on the job, and having some kind of feedback mechanism around that practice. What do they need around coaching and mentoring? What do they need around support, performance support, or just-in-time resources? What do they need around refreshing infrequently used material? So if you only use this every 6 months, what's the refreshment mechanism that allows you to either continue to interact with it, or that you can use as your refresher in the situation more in a just-in-time fashion, and then developing further. And I find that has been, it's like I said, it's a really simple tool, but I found that it's been a really nice way to kind of think through what information and support do they need at each of these steps, and what's the continuum of the experience for the learners, as opposed to really focusing on that learning box, which is where I think a lot of instructional design spends its time.